You are listening to
Refined Baby ep3.
Five things of blank.
Five things of blank.
Yeah.
Oh, because I've been seeing it all over the news. Five things of the current America 250 State Fair.
So the way I would answer would be like I wouldn't say number one. I would just say the thing, and then we would both say one, and then the next thing we both say two. Empty crowds, one. Falling equipment, two.
No AC.
No AC,
Mm.
three. Performers canceling. For Trump is crying in the background. These are five things. Kayla, give me five things that a dog can take a shit on.
A shit on?
Yeah.
Okay. Grass, one. A person,
Two.
two.
Nice.
Your feelings, three.
Three.
Furniture, four. And then another dog, five.
Have you seen the other dog? Have you? I feel like that's what's happening in America 250. Like we're watching another dog shit on another dog on stage.
I don't know what's going on with 250, and I'm like watching from afar, but then at the same time, I'm like, I keep seeing the stuff in New York, and I was like, this is like
Dramatically
the best
different.
scenario. I was like, this is like the best case scenario for this timeline. That everything is, you know what I mean?
Yeah.
Like, it's like 4th of July is tomorrow.
No
Everything
one's around,
is
chat.
going- No one is around. It's been like, there's been events for at least like a month or so.
Yes.
Like not just like the World Cup, but just like in preparation of, good old America.
Yeah.
But it's like every time I keep seeing anything about it, it's like, oh yeah, the Smithsonian Folk Festival, they were about to make something poppin', but yoink, it got pulled back because we wanted to play an Andrew Sisters tribute. Like who the
fuck is the Andrews?
I mean, look, I love the Andrew Sisters.
Okay,
right?
can we get like a deep?
Who's
who are they?
wanting an Andrew Sisters? Who wants an Andrew Sisters tribute band for America's 22? You know what this reminds me of? It reminds me of the Super Bowl when everyone was like, "Who's Bad Bunny? We should have that one guy that is super old and saying
Kid
the
Rock?
God bless America." No, it wasn't Kid Rock. It was a different guy. It wasn't Kid Rock. It was a different guy.
You're talking about what happened on the conservative channels?
I'm talking about it wasn't Kid Rock, but it was another like super like a country star specifically, and he's well known for like
Garth Brooks.
God bless America, or like that branding of nationalist. I love the United States and beer and trucks stuff. It gives the same vibes. But anyway, I just love everything that's going on, and then you see everything in New York being like,
we want the
yeah, you can just see Zoran is just out there just having a blast, and I'm like, dang, I want to live in New York now.
Yeah,
I want Zoran. Maybe I'm a socialist.
True. It's I was thinking about this, like a socialist candidate won in DC.
I did not see that.
Yeah, no, there's like she has. I'm gonna be on black woman, very like well put together. I have not heard like I've seen like maybe one or two of her ads, and just I'm not gonna say that she doesn't have the sauce. I mean, she won her election, but
Sure,
I'm not feeling the
but she
same type
doesn't.
of.
But she doesn't have like that same like charisma like
Yeah, it's
AOC or like
there's.
Bernie. You know?
I'm gonna be honest. I haven't heard anything enough to even make that opinion of her. So I'm just like,
Hmm.
are we not giving her the amount of attention? Like, does she potentially have that sauce to have that charisma as a Zora Mandani, or are we just used to having black women run DC since we had Marion Bowser? Because it's giving, like,
Hmm.
not for nothing, Marion Bowser, um, she was a very Amanda Waller, it's like very Amanda Waller coded. Like, I'm gonna do what it takes to do to run this city. Yes, the National
Hmm.
Guard's gonna come here. I'm erasing pride. No more
Hmm.
pride. No more Black Lives Matter Square. And now we're getting another black lady mayor, and people are not sounding off about it. And I'm like,
Hmm.
okay, are
I
we?
think it's just because there's so much going on that we're just like, can't. Okay,
Yeah.
great, peace for once. I don't need to say anything.
Ugh, okay. Yeah. I don't know. I
You
just
know what I mean?
I it's a I just hope that we can get to a point where and I was like thinking like, is this a misogyny thing where like we're not so hyped about a woman,
No,
but
no, no,
like
no. I think it's just every once in every once in a while with this current news cycle,
yeah.
something good happens and we're like, okay, we can actually go back to another bad thing. Oh yeah, Netanyahu is doing something overseas. Oh
Oh my
my
god.
God. Or oh my God, the ducks are dying in the reflecting pool.
Are
You
I?
know what I mean?
Yeah, that's true.
Like like something good happens and we're like, okay, that's
Move on.
stellar. But yeah, right, exactly. We need to go back and look into something else.
Real. No, it's truly it's so weird. But you know what's also weird, Kayla?
Huh.
Tumblr. So you wrote on your form here that you wanted to talk. I'm like, can you see that I'm so professional? I did such a clean transition. Um, Devilish, devious 2010 Tumblr girl finds. Um, yeah, and it said choose between a handful of Kayla's options. Dun dun dun. Miss Anderson, what options do you have? We're gonna start. I'm gonna let you
I
um
was about to say, I don't know what the options are
chat
anymore.
chat. We
I'm
don't know
gonna
the
have to
option.
remind myself.
It's okay. We're gonna talk about anime first because
That's fine.
the 2026 spring season is over. Okay, that is a big. It's been a big season for anime. I'm not gonna lie. And I didn't.
It was.
Have you always been a seasonal anime watcher, or have you been like when the feelings hit me, I'm gonna start watching? How would you
Oh
describe
no,
your habits?
I mean, I've always been a seasonal anime watcher. Some seasons I watch more than others.
Yeah.
However, however, I'm not going to lie to you. I am so pumped for the saga of Tanya the Evil
It's
is
coming
coming
back?
out. It Yes, we
Huh?
are getting a second season after actually 10 years, I think. I think it's
I
about
thought
10
I thought
years.
it was done. I'm gonna be honest.
Mhm. Well, I mean, it was really popular
Yes.
back when it first came out.
Yeah, and when we were
And
children.
when we were just babes.
Yeah.
But I watched that first season so long ago that I totally forgot. And then I told Colin that I saw that Tanya saga of Tanya the Evil is coming back, and I was like, this is just one of those shows that I need to go back and rewatch it and live the glory days because that was gas.
Chat, for people that are not familiar, This is isekai. This is the isekai before they coined the term isekai slop. But we were definitely within the isekai era when this came out. Basically, is it like a World War II nerd that gets reincarnated into a magical?
It's sort of, I think it's like, yeah, sort of like an isekai nerd. And oh man, I totally forgot the story,
He's like a
but
World War
just,
II nerd that
but
gets.
he dies,
Hmm.
but the protag dies in his own world, and we get set into like a historical fiction type of world
Yeah.
where it is like World War II-esque, except think of it like Full Metal Alchemist, where you have like a magic alchemy system
Yes.
tied into the military. And
Child slaves.
Tanya the evil is very evil.
Yeah.
And I haven't gone back to rewatch it, but I know that I think it's bound to come out sometime next week or so.
Oh.
So I plan to binge the first season because it's only 12 episodes or something like that.
Yeah.
So I was just gonna like fast watch it before the new season comes out. But to your question, yes,
Playing from
I
Big
I catch up
Laptop.
with the seasons, but there's some seasons that I watch more of. Some like this upcoming summer, there are some that I'm really excited for, and then there are some seasons where I'm like, okay, there's nothing for me here, so I'm just gonna go to my backlog and just watch stuff.
Yeah. Yeah.
Like right now, I'm finishing Code Geass right now, so I'm finishing that.
That is are you so when you mean you're finishing, are you saying the original 24? Or are you talking about the entire spin-off industrial complex?
The original series.
Fair
I'm
enough.
I'm like Colin and I are like 3 episodes to the end. We had to stop right before because we had to digest everything. We were like, "Oh my God, what the hell is happening?"
I like Code Geass is like I think it's one of those Ava clones, and I mean that in like all love. Like even Neon Genesis Evangelion really did something where they just started a bunch of guys saying like, "Hey guys, what if we like did a mech anime, but we dressed it up like a political or a social drama, and then we keep going from there, right?" So like,
Oh no,
or
Code Geass is something completely different from
okay,
just.
fair.
I think to me, I think it's totally completely different to what Ava was trying to do.
You know what?
And also,
Go ahead.
also, I'm going to be perfectly clear here. Lelouch walked, so then Aaron Yeager can run. All right.
Fair enough. Fair
He
enough.
is. If you look, Shinji and Lelouch, they are. Look,
Very
I'm
different people.
also
I'll say that.
I'm a Shinji apologist because he's my favorite character,
Yes.
but he is nowhere near close to the craziness Lelouch is. And to Lelouch's credit, like Aaron Yeager, he had good intentions
Mm-hmm.
at first. But then as you go on, you're like, "Hey bro, what's going
We're going off
on?
the
What's going
rails here.
on?"
It's
But
like
with Shinji though, he never wanted to do this in the first place.
yeah.
He's literally Lelouch is a kid. He's like a snot eating kid that is going to try anything and everything to like cheat himself out of a situation and see how far he can go. I
So,
mean, he even says it himself. This is a board game. Shinji though, he's like, I I just wanted to play with my Legos, and I did not ask to be here.
my
I
dad.
did not
Yeah.
I did not ask to be a part of this plot.
Yeah. Truly.
So like Kogias and Ava, they stand on their own mech pinnacles,
Yes.
and they are both very similar with the mech They're very similar
Yeah,
with
I'm not gonna
the
lie.
the psychiatric, psychological, excuse me, psychological element,
Yeah,
and just
it,
yeah, no,
it's
they're just too different.
I need to put like a bad take alert because I definitely was just yapping. I was going okay. Revised take. Death
Okay.
Note and Code Geass are like walking in arms together, and I don't think they influenced each other. I think
What?
okay.
No,
Second.
no, no. It's not like ew, gross. It's I don't understand why the comparison.
Okay, let's take
You
it
need to
down.
tell me.
Let's take it down a notch. Okay, both both have a main character that are trying to achieve goals by using cheat codes through supernatural means, right? Um, Light.
Oh, keep going, keep going.
Yeah, Light is trying to, he's trying to, become a god. He's like, I'm going to control all the world, and no one's going to do crime. Da 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 da. And I'm going to be the god of this new world, right? And then
Hmm.
he gets in a cat and mouse game with the opposing force, whom he has a quick conquering over, and then through shenanigans gets fucked, right? Lelouch, right? He starts out, on a very traditional royal path, and then he's trying to fight to get his sister a place in society, basically, and
Yeah,
you
none
know,
only. Yeah.
medley, and he's trying. I'm starting to forget because I did put that anime on in the background, where
What? Oh my! Wait a
chat,
minute! Wait a minute! Wait a minute! You
okay,
put that on the background?
chat,
That has such the crazy. That has some of the craziest like. Have you okay? Do you remember anything of the last five episodes, specifically when they talked about the thought elevator and the
what,
reasoning for that? Yeah,
chat,
see, that's
chat.
not something that's not a show that you can just play on the background because they pull some craziness in the last few episodes. And yeah, no. I watched that second whatever episode that was with the Emperor Lelouch's father.
Yeah, where
And
he was like,
Cole and I looked at each other and we were like, we're gonna have to finish this another day because that episode was so much to think about.
I'm not gonna lie, I'm a bit, I do like put things on when I'm practicing double bass, and I just kind of like vibe. You know what I'm saying? Like that's how I watched all of Hunter x Hunter, because I was
Wait.
just go ahead.
I mean, no, I totally get it because I did the same thing watching the original Dragon Ball.
That's
I
fair.
I watched however, here's the thing. When you realize that you put a show on and there's so much crazy lore that comes out of the character's ass,
Mm-hmm.
you gotta stop and be like, oh no, I gotta lock in.
Got true.
Because now you know what just happened? You're gonna have to rewatch the whole damn thing again.
Or you could just hit one of those YouTube lore videos. You know.
That's true. But do you know how many lore videos there are about Code Geass like and there's probably multiple videos of multiple different theories because there's a crazy amount of stuff going on. Not just with Lelouch.
Yeah. No.
Like there's one like there's so many different aspects of theories that you can go off of. So many you're gonna scour through YouTube for like I'm sure it's like 2 weeks worth 24-hour binging of why Jeremiah still keeps Orange as a name. Oh, why is Nina the psychiatric character with that was obsessed with euphemia? Why is she doing this, 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 this? You that's
Yeah.
you may as well just go back and rewatch the show at that point.
I do. I'm kind of addicted to like the industrial lore complex of YouTube, where they're like, let me just
Oh my god.
explain this entire thing in like 4.5 hours, which is pretty much if you were to
And by
rewatch it.
that
Yeah.
point, and by that point, you could have already watched at least 5 episodes of Code Geass.
Yeah. Yeah.
You could have at least seen like what's that spin-off movie called?
Yeah. I know what
Keto
you're
the
talking about.
Excelled, right? Like you could have watched a Keto the Excelled or Lelouch when he was resurrected or some shit like that. By that point, you just may as well just go back, just go back and rewatch it
Should you
instead of having someone else like spoon feed you. No offense, but like you can get you can just go back,
pick up
just go
the
back and watch it.
pick up the remote, brother?
Just it's on Crunchyroll.
I know. I know. And
I
it's
know.
dubbed. It's terrible. Terrible amount
But
of.
here's the thing. I love bad dubs. And you know, this isn't the worst dub that I've heard before.
It's not.
And also
Yeah, like
it's not the worst. And also where credit is due, I love Clamp and I love the jankiness
yeah.
of everyone's bodies in Code Geass. And I'm just like that's just peak Clamp. So I'm already here for a great time.
No, I'm here. I'm gonna sit here and say this. Worst dub that you've heard on an anime, and it cannot be the AI dub of Banana Fish. Go.
Hmm.
Because I don't really think there's a bad. Like I don't think there's a terrible. Wait. No, there's an answer like screaming in my head.
I was going to say I'm going to be that guy and say I usually don't really watch dub.
Yeah.
I'm a sub. But man, I can't really think of one
The
off the top
dub
of my head, right?
of My Hero Academia, and the dub of JJK. I'm not in love with those voices, those voice choices.
I mean, I don't like My Hero Academia. That's just not for me.
It's fair.
And with JJK, I've always watched the sub.
Yeah.
I haven't watched the dub for that. But I mean, with My Hero, I only know Midoriya's dub. But that's because that's like a meme, right?
It is a meme.
So that's like the only thing I know. So I think that would be a good one.
It is. It is a good meme voice. There's like I remember there being like a hell no when I watched the dub once, and I forgot like the feeling of visceral Harry.
I forgot the feeling.
It's not the summer Hikari died. Also, sorry, I forgot to talk about what I've been watching this last season. The summer that Hikari died, gas. Very good.
Wait, hold on one moment. That was not this past season.
It was!
This past season was this no, because the spring just finished.
Chad.
The spring
Oh no, that was winter. I'll give you that. That was winter 2020.
I was about to say, what are you? Because look, the summer Hikaru died. I think that's actually 2 seasons ago.
No, that's not. Don't say this to me. Don't say because it just got on Netflix.
Look, hold on. Oh, no. Look, I'm on Mal right now, and we'll figure this out.
I'm looking it up.
Because
Cyber Racing.
I was gonna say I don't really think it was that recent. No, look, it was it was a summer season, so it came out last year.
I'm late as hell.
Yeah, so that was Summer 25.
Yeah, I'm looking at it right
But
now.
what was in that season? Because that was, I remember why. Because Don Da Don season 2 came out.
Yeah, that
My
was.
my favorite romance, The Fragrant Flower Blooms with Dignity came out.
Uh-huh.
Um, Dr. Stone came out. That was bars. That
I
was
didn't watch.
great.
I missed Doctor Stone. I'm not gonna. Okay, so I revealed that I am like a full season behind because
I
I
was just about to say, you were talking to me about you're a seasonal anime watcher. I was like, yes, I am. But you are several seasons behind.
I
You're not
am
caught up.
I am a winter behind because I was watching Dandadan season 2. I was
Yes.
watching Hakari the summer that Hakari died, and I then was also watching. I was sampling, that vampire anime where that guy has insomnia. I was sampling that one. I was like, ugh,
What
minors.
was it?
It was. Don't worry about. It's like minors having sex. We're moving on. We're
What?
moving on. Yeah,
What?
moving
Oh my
on.
goodness. Okay.
And
I was about
then
to say, I don't think you were watching that on Crunchyroll.
chat. It was before they went to High Dive. It was like it's now on High Dive. So I don't
I
know.
see.
I don't
Okay,
know if that says
so
anything.
so
But
just
wait,
so
wait.
we're
Let
on
me
the
get.
same page,
Yes.
just so we're on the same page, spring 2026 just ended. All
Yes.
right. Witch Hat Atelier was on it.
Free run.
Yes. Free Rent was not in this season. It was in the
Fuck.
winter.
Fuck. Dude. Okay.
Free
Okay.
Rent season 2 was winter.
Okay. Okay. I'm
Yeah,
trying.
your seasons are out of whack.
Sentenced to be a hero. I watched that. Uh,
I don't know what that is.
I did watch Konosuba. I that's the old one. I was just watching Konosuba. Um, Damon's
I mean,
and
that's a good one.
okay, okay. Here is my list. Demons of the Shadow Realm. That's still current. That's still ongoing.
Okay, yes, that was this season.
What else the fuck am I? I was watching JJK, obviously.
JJK was not this season, but go off.
Yeah, go off, King.
Go off.
The fuck. Fuck. There's non-Pinsho era. It's like it's basically an anime about like Japan, post-apocalypse Japan, and this kid's like, I'm gonna reunite Japan, and I'm gonna do a whole bunch of political shenanigans to make sure it happens.
Well, I can tell you what I've been watching other than Code Geass.
Go ahead.
I just finished watching Bartender for the first time.
What's Bartender?
Well, believe it or not, it's about a bartender.
Okay.
No, but seriously, it's about oh man, I'm so bad with names. But it's about this there's a hotel called the Hotel Cardinal or something like that. And the chairman is trying his best to find the bartender that could create the glass of God. And the people that are like doing the hiring, they're like, okay, how the fuck are we going to find a bartender? And what the hell is the glass of God? But the chairman is like, you'll know when you taste it, because a true bartender knows how to serve his guests. And they're just thrown around because they've apparently grabbed every single bartender in the city that was available for work. And they found this bartender by chance, and he's incredibly skilled, and he could flat out read the customer, basically going like, I can see you're a lawyer and you're tired, so maybe I'll give you a gin and tonic that's going to refresh you, or something like that. And
Okay.
it's really nice. It's
Wholesome anime.
it's a really nice, wholesome anime. So I was watching that, and then in the spring season that just finished,
Yes.
like I said, I was watching Witch Hat Atelier.
I saw that. How is that? Is it gas like everyone's saying it is?
Oh yeah, it's really good. I mean, for me personally, I read the manga first and I wasn't a huge fan because as a very uh I seek out manga quite a lot.
Yeah.
I wasn't a That's not usually I'm not huge in that type of like high lore fantasy manga.
Yeah.
And I read a couple bits and I was like, yeah, this is really good. The art is beautiful. The art is beautiful. And I was like, I wasn't really sure how they were going to translate that art, but it was really gorgeous and the dub was really good. I really liked it.
I only know it
Um,
because they went out of their way, like the anime studio that produced it was like, we had the mangaka come in and draw an entire
yeah,
skeletal system for this character
yeah.
so we can get it
No,
right.
because
And I was like,
like,
okay,
have you seen the manga?
no.
It's it's sort of I mean, I don't really know that side of the industry, but to me, as a historical person, it definitely reminds me of elements of like etching and woodcut,
Mm.
like illustrations. And that's not easy to animate,
Yeah.
let alone to get it to the great detail that the mangaka did, because the art is gorgeous, gorgeous, and really technical when it comes to the etching. And I don't know how, well, you said it, but personally, I would love to be in the room where they actually show how they did the animation for it because it was just fantastic. Uh, and then I also watch um a classic BL, um, Go For It Nakamura-kun. That was very cute, very
Mm.
lovely. That
Okay.
was great. Um, and and that one's a classic BL. Just basically, there's this very socially anxious guy named
Mm-hmm.
Nakamura, and he has a huge crush on his classmate, and he is trying his best to get his affection. It's it's really wholesome.
Okay.
Other than that, though, like I said, I'm trying to finish Kogea's right now, and I started Beck the other day,
Back is
and that's
gas.
going
Sorry,
awesome.
I gotta
Beck,
interrupt you.
I just started Beck the other day, and that is awesome. That's
Beck,
awesome.
Beck. I watched that while I would do elliptical at fitness. What is it? 24-hour fitness gym. That's such filler name for gym. LA Fitness, right? And that got me through a summer of like complete dog shit. Like I was working at Domino's that summer,
Hmm.
and it was
Hmm.
just like doing the worst job, pulling the most insane hours, and then I would come home and like do that, like go to the gym at like 2 a.m. and watch back on the elliptical, and that
Yeah.
honestly saved my life because like just watching that kid get better at guitar over time kind of made me want to pick up guitar again.
Hmm.
Um, like I don't know, I don't know, it captures being a youth interested in music, but
Yeah.
also a youth that actually has talent, you know, which is
No, I know what you mean because like one of my ultimate favorite anime of all time is a music anime, and you might know it. It's called Kids on the Slope.
no, I
Um,
don't know this.
it's okay. So imagine Beck,
Yes,
but instead of rock, it's jazz.
I thought you were gonna say Blue Note for a second.
N-
Blue
No,
Nose.
though I've heard about Blue Note, but that was after I watched Kids on the Slope.
Kids and
So,
Slope.
okay. So here's my pitch on Kids on the Slope. It's one of my favorite anime of all time because like what I'm learning about Beck, it's coming of age
Yes.
music anime. But basically there's this kid named Kaoru, and he, he hadn't before. settled down into a high school. His family moved quite a lot, and he played piano for quite a bit. And he notices this guy, Sentaru, just wailing on some drums one day.
Wait, is this?
And
I've seen these scenes. Chat, I've seen these
probably,
scenes before. Because he's like,
probably.
do they
because
play giant steps in front of an auditorium?
Yes.
Oh,
Yes,
okay.
they do.
Yeah, okay.
Yeah, no, they license big name jazz albums like Giant Steps and other Miles Davis and those folks. And he sees this guy in the basement of a record store just wailing on some drums, and he's like, "What's going on?" And he's like, "I'm playing jazz." And Kaoru, because he's a classical pianist, very introverted, and he's learning how to improvise and to play in a jazz band.
Mm-hmm.
He's learning about himself, he's learning about friendship and teamwork, and he also finds love.
Yes.
So it's a really wholesome anime. It's one of my favorites.
Chat, I've seen this 1,001 times, and I thought that motherfucker's name was Blue Note.
No, Blue Note is a different one altogether.
Blue
Though
Note.
I haven't seen Blue Note though.
It's
Because that
Blue
one,
Giant. It's Blue Giant. It's an anime film.
Oh.
Yeah.
Oh, okay. I was about to say, because the closest thing I could help you with is Hibike euphonium, but that's about the euphonium.
Chat, can we take 2 seconds and talk about how Japan just loves jazz? Japan got the jazz ambassadors after World War II and said, actually, let's go ahead and just let's make a whole culture off of this. Because
no, for real.
I have been listening to Takanaka, like you know who I'm talking about, like, you know,
Yeah.
he's guitar.
Yeah, and he's doing his tour.
Yes, he just finished his US tour. And
he brought his surfboard guitar. That shit is crazy. I love it.
It's so goofy and I love that shit. Like I don't know how to really I know America and we love surf rock as much as anything, but we haven't. I feel like America hasn't done this thing that the Japanese have done, where they are just taking different parts of Americana and like making a smoothie out of it. You know, like
yeah, for sure.
The soundtrack to JJK is the best example that I can pull from right now. And I'm not saying that we're not doing jazz fusion in America, but when I listen to JJK, they are combining techno, drum and bass, fusion Latin jazz, and, you know, orchestra to create like a tapestry of a soundtrack that I alone do not have the words to put into common sense. Like, I can only play a sample. I could put only.
No, I know what you mean.
Like, it's very good. Like, I don't know. Like, what are have you found yourself like going back to like any anime soundtracks?
I do go back to anime soundtracks, but mostly for D&D.
That's fair.
Mostly for me, I play like Ava quite a lot for boss music.
That's fair.
Or
dude, did you see that?
I'll play Full Metal Alchemist for really somber moments or things like that.
Did you see that the Wind Band recording of the Evangelion that I shared in the group chat a while back?
Yeah, I remember that.
Because like I was like, holy shit! I'm not for nothing. I'm always surprised when like they just release the orchestra tracks by itself, you know, or like the reimaginings of it. They had a Ava track where they had the drums doing like a trap jazz thing in the background while it was a horn band on top, and I was like, actually, guys, you're cooking. Unfortunately, I'm gonna have to find this album. It's gonna be $80 because I know they're gonna be like, yeah, well, it's Japanese and we're importing it for you, and I'm like, all right, whatever, bro.
Yeah. You were talking about the American-ness going into Japan, and I was like, You don't even know half of it with Visual K. I was so thrilled because Visual K and of course like K-pop bands
Yes,
and city pop
bro.
are like the biggest ones doing that.
Chad,
But
have you heard of?
specifically with Visual K,
Yes,
oh my God,
Vis-
Visual K, they literally saw Kiss and Motley
once.
Crue and Twisted Sister. And they were like, we're taking that.
Yeah,
And it is the most, I don't know, anytime I listen to Buck Tick or X Japan or oh my God, like especially if you're listening to like Dare Arranged and Malice Miser,
hmm
ah, those are so awesome. Or Versailles. Versailles is also awesome.
quick pin note here. The
Yes.
Anderson Paak, and when he was coming up in early 2000s, in the early late 2010s, collaborated with a LA producer called Knowledge. Sorry, No Worries. And Anderson Paak and No Worries. Sorry, his name is Knowledge. Why the fuck am I saying No Worries? That's the project that they made together. They came together to create a project called No Worries. They had two seminal albums that were really big in the jazz hip hop spaces. And recently, as people know, Anderson Paak went on to become a megastar. But Knowledge has been kind of struggling. Like if you're
Oh,
like
really?
if you're following like, hip hop producers, this nigga has been streaming like every other Friday or so, he's streaming like Street Fighter 6. Like he's doing
What?
yeah, he'll stream Street Fighter 6 or he'll like
Like he's doing
stream
the T-Pain stuff.
yes, bro. Like he's doing beat live streams. And I'm like, "Okay,
Wow. That's crazy.
like you want a Emmy, but you're still doing like live streaming." And like recently he moved to Japan and he posted on Instagram being like, "Yeah, like, LA is not really fucking with my work. They don't really appreciate it. Like da 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 da
Oh,
da." And I moved to Japan and this is the most like
they love me.
appreciation and emotion. Like that's what I'm saying. Like Japan like picks eras of the United States pop culture to just harp on.
Yeah.
90s hip hop culture still big over there. Visual
Hmm.
K, jazz, like they don't give a fuck, truly. Like they
Look,
really
keep
just
doing
said,
it.
"Yeah,
Keep
let's
doing it.
like actually you hit with that, we're just going to keep it doing over here." Like Math Rock,
Yeah.
bro. They heard one American football song and they were like, "We heard enough." Like, thank you.
Yeah.
Actually.
I've been re-listening to Yuji Ono recently because he just passed away and
R.I.P. to the goat.
he and I know the GOAT and I didn't even realize that he had a cover album or like he had several different albums where he covered like Misty,
Oh my
he
god.
covered Giant Steps, he covered like Joe Beam's music and I was like, okay, this is amazing. And other than his covers, his EP Space Kid, that is the like if you love Ginger Root,
Yes.
that is like the most Ginger Root like inspired. I'm like Ginger Root is inspired
Yes.
by like an album like Space Kid because that is just so him I can picture.
Yeah. Have you been noticing that he's been doing like random covers with on a budget and
Ginger
the
Root?
yeah, like he's doing like an Instagram thing where he's like, I'm gonna roll a dice, and it's gonna land on an amount of money that I can use to buy objects in whatever city that the dice tells me to go to in Japan, and then I'm going to spend about 30 to 40 minutes sampling those items and then turning them into a song. And I was like, okay, bro.
No, I did it.
It
I
he
only saw that he designed the shirt for the Sanaka tour.
Ooh.
And then he was like, there was a con coming up sometime this weekend, and he's like, I'm gonna be there. No Ginger Root songs, only anime songs.
Wow. When the fuck did I miss that?
I think that was like, when did I see that? I saw that post today.
What? Where is he going?
I don't remember. I
Oh
mean,
my
I can look
god.
it up.
Watch him going
I
to
think
Anime Expo.
I was about to say, I'm pretty sure he's at AX right now.
Dude, I'm gonna be honest. Like, if I had my life together, we would be doing an anime band right now, and like, on God,
Oh, let's try. I would have loved to.
like anime band, and then like try and get us to do like some fucking shows at like the cons.
Yeah, he's at Anime Expo right now,
Fuck,
and
dude,
he's
dude, I'm telling you, man. Like that anime circuit, I don't know if it's making a lot of money, but it sure as hell looks like a lot of fun. You know?
yeah, it does look like a lot of fun. I
Yeah.
want to be a part of it, but I
Dude,
gotta pay bills.
we gotta pay bills. Also, let's put that in our 30s. In our 30s, if we can still play our instruments, we are still in good health, and we have a lot of like free time. We're doing it.
There
Okay,
you go.
we're
There you
doing it.
go.
Chat. I'm not for nothing. I was gonna sell my double bass and like focus on bass guitar for like a year.
Your dad would have been so pissed at you.
I called my dad and I was like, "Can I sell my bass?" And he's like, "What the fuck?" I was like, "What the fuck?"
Yeah, I figured that was gonna happen. I was like, your dad is gonna be so mad with you.
Well, I told him the reason, and he was like, "Okay, well, because I do want to like get I do want to get like a half electric,
And upright?
half electric, half acoustic upright, you know, because they have those hollow body upright basses that are easy to transport and stuff." And
Sure.
I was like, "I'm gonna get that." And he was like, "Okay, well, go call around." And I was calling around yesterday, and every time I called someone, they were like, "Oh my god, you have that bass. It's such a beautiful instrument." But basses inside my store, like, they're gonna sit for about 2 years before someone buys them. And I'm like, fuck, I chose the wrong instrument. Like, I chose the wrong instrument to try and sell quickly. And I'm like, yeah, especially during recession. And I'm like, yeah, I don't know. Chat, I'm not too surprised that it's quite hard to find a replacement.
Well, it'd be that way.
Yeah.
It'd be that way. Sorry, bud.
It is what it is. But
It is what it is.
Visual K will save us. Okay. I think we're going to put a pin in that because I think we've been going for like what, fucking hour or something. Let's get into the
No. Before we do anything, I
Okay.
need to hear what you thought about Orb. Because
chat.
I was when I was like, look, I have to put you on this, and I need to immediately know what you thought.
Orb is gas. Chat, this is TDR. Orb is gas. If you don't know what orb is, imagine you are a peasant in the Middle Ages in some type of dramatic Eastern European city where the church is like, we are the mafia and anything we say goes. And you want to study the stars. So you start studying the stars. And then you realize that I don't think the Earth is in the center of the universe. And you discover this truth, and then the church is like, actually, we're going to kill you for it. And the person that's going to show up to kill you is kind of crazy. And he really likes doing his job. Chat, he really likes doing his job. He likes doing his job so much that he's not even officially hired by the church to do this shit. He's doing it pro bono. Like... He's showing up with a grin. Not even a monk.
I'm not gonna spoil anything, but I have some things to say. I got some things to say that I would love to say, but I cannot say.
Chat, this is a spoiler free section. With that being said, you peasant child, start discovering that the Earth might not be where they say it is. You might start thinking about the sun being the middle of the solar system. And let's just say it does not end well for you. But the thing is, the story's not about you. The story is about how that knowledge keeps getting passed on from the next person to the next person to the next person. And I'm really excited because this seems like an anthology series where it's just about the concept that keeps enduring, right?
It's not an anthology.
Chat, I'm so wrong.
Yeah. No, it's not an anthology. It's like you said, there is a through line here because Raffle, the kid,
Yes.
this whole thing started with the heretic that gave him the information.
Yes.
And it, in the time of the anime, it starts with Raffle as the center.
Freeze. Chat, if you do not want to be spoiled for the first 3 episodes, stop listening now. Go.
Okay. So, it starts with Raffle. And, you know, he's a kid, but he's not subjected to the law. And so, he's going to be imprisoned and tortured anyway because astronomy is heresy. And specifically, the heliocentric theory that he and the heretic were trying to discover and document.
Yeah.
But this story is about the people that follow directly after Raffle's studies.
Yes.
Of heliocentrism, because the heretic before him did not chart any of this down, but Raffle did.
Yes.
And so, do you want me to tell you more past the episode 3 that you've watched? Or
just give me a hint. Are we changing it's a 24 episode anime. I think I can clear it in about a week or so. But
yeah, no, you can clear it within a week.
Are we changing protagonists every 3 episodes? Is this my assumption correct?
Not every 3 episodes.
But they are getting axed.
Protagonists will change. However, there are through characters like the mercenary. The mercenary is also a through character because throughout the story, the entire story takes place within 50 years. And he's been tortured by finding these heretics that follow this heliocentric theory. And there comes a point at the end of the series where he's like, God damn it, if I keep having to follow these heliocentric people, I'm going to kill myself at some point because everything, like the heliocentricism, like ruined his life.
Yeah,
and he's like, God damn it, why can't this theory die? Scholars are just too curious for their own good. Just the hubris of man to keep searching for knowledge.
The hubris of man. It's like, why do they keep looking up feet pics? Damn it.
No, for real. Like, at the beginning of the story, he's, like, in his 30s.
Yeah.
And then he's, like, in his 70s by the end of the show. And the end of the story, he's in his 70s, still tortured by these damn scholars trying to prove that the sun is the middle of the solar system. And he's like, you know what? This sucks ass. He's like, why is it me always following these bitches?
Yeah.
And I'm like, look, Norik, I don't know. This is on you. You're obsessed with this.
Chat,
so
you are doing this. This is your career move. You decided to do this. Take responsibility.
Right. Well, I gotta say, I love Raffle, and I also love Norwalk, because Norwalk is the craziest guy, and he goes through leaps and bounds to 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 explain himself on the deeds that he's doing. Okay. And then by the end of the series, you find out that pretty much he's the only guy associated with the church still keeping the tortured the heretics mode about the heliocentricism, because he's gone so far cuckoo crazy that the church is like, you know what? Fine, I'll help you with this, but Norwalk, you're far from the church. You're too far away from the church. And Norwalk is like, but this was my entire life.
Yeah.
And they're like, and the church is like, well, too bad, so sad. We're done. We're done with this now.
Yeah, truly. Like,
just like, Norwalk, you are nuts. You are nuts. And Norwalk even decides, he realizes that he's like, I'm the villain of the story. And I'm like, yes, bitch, you finally realize after 50 years that you were just doing all this crazy shit when you could have just stopped. You could have just stopped a long time ago.
Chat, once you find yourself burning the body of a child, you should reflect.
Oh my god.
You should reflect.
You should reflect. Yeah, you should have reflected on that.
Like, what's so bad about the sons, bro? Like, this idea.
Now, I
understand what they're saying.
That scene goes hard. That's why I love Raffle. Raffle he meets Norwalk's crazy. And you know what's so funny?
Yes.
During his final moments, Norwalk hallucinates Raffle speaking to him. Yeah. And I was like, Raffle, please drag this man to hell, because you are haunting him. You need to keep doing it, because you are literally on his conscience for killing a boy.
Yes, bro.
And Raffle was like, hey, so you know you're dying right now, right? And Norwalk's like, not you again. And I was like, yes, you again.
Like,
yes, you again.
I literally poisoned myself because I didn't want to get tortured, bro. Like, eat a bag of dicks.
When I first saw that execution, well, it wasn't really an execution, just a suicide.
Yeah.
That scene goes so hard. Like, you didn't expect that to happen. You thought he was bluffing, because, like, that was Raffle's thing. He was like, I want to do this, but I'm going to make sure I survive.
Yeah.
And then they're talking during the interrogation scene, and Raffle goes, yeah, I ate. Did you know that if you eat poppy seeds, it's a lethal poison, and I put it in both of our drinks. And he's like, well, I didn't drink my drink. And he's like, well, I did. And he's like, you're joking.
No,
but I'm not joking.
He did not say that. He said, I didn't put it in your drink. I only put it in mine. Because he goes, he bends over trying to take it out of his mouth. He's like, I didn't put it in your drink. And I was like, oh my God.
Yeah, that's what. Yeah, that's what it was.
Can I talk about the fact that, like, his dad revised his calculations, and I was like, oh, that's gas. He's about to have a bonding moment with his dad. And then I literally paused, and I was like, dude, he's like, this is going to be so traumatic for him, because I was like, the only ethical thing he could do at this point is the adult man confess to the crime, and then get like charged for treason and then die for his son. Right? I was like, yeah, this is totally what's going to happen. And then my bitch ass unpauses, and then I look and I was like, bro, you ratted him out? Like, huh?
Yeah, that was... No, I gotta say, every time that I think I know what's going to happen in Orb, it just totally goes the opposite way, and I'm like, brother, this is so crazy.
Or
but it is just fantastic action, and it is just I love it. And crazy's like even more like
I love a good
craziness.
drama. Yeah.
No, I do too. Like there's even more that happens later that I don't want to talk about because you don't know who these people are. But
I'm on the
there's
I
some things
episode
there's
4.
some
I have
things.
I have
Oh,
been
episode four.
introduced to the Spaniard. You know.
Oh, okay. So you know Badini and Otzi now.
Yeah.
Otzi and Badini.
Oops,
Yeah,
something.
those two are great. I don't think you've met Yolenta yet,
No, I have
but
not.
she's another through line that will be coming up soon. But believe it or not, Raffle is a through line that we will be seeing again. And they just trying our best to make sure everyone knows that the sun's the center of the earth. And the OP bars.
Real.
Bars. It's so good.
I'm not gonna lie. I have been skipping it pretty reliably. So I need to get back into listening to it.
I was well, here's the okay. The only issue with you skipping it is that the OP changes
Yeah, I did. Like,
animation.
I saw the new animation.
Yeah, so it's going to change multiple times as the series goes on. I think it changes 5 times.
Mm,
So
okay.
you're going to have to just oh no, you're going to have to listen to
Oh,
Kaiji again.
oh no! I'm gonna have to listen to the. I'm gonna have to listen to the anime again. And I'm like, you know what? Don't threaten me with a good time. Don't threaten me with a good time watching cool
Hmm.
animations.
Hmm. Yeah.
Under
No, that animation does go hard, and it has so many spoilers in it. If you like seen all of it, like I have, like there was a huge spoiler in the opening that I only connected like the second to last episode. That's how like through line everything is together. And I was like, "Oh my god, they showed this in episode 1."
oh
Crazy.
chat chat. Does the anime? I'm gonna be honest. Okay, quick tangent. The new season of Rick and Morty has dropped, and I've never been
Oh
like
my god.
I've never been least excited for Rick and Morty.
Brother.
I didn't even watch the
That's
intro.
embarrassing. That's embarrassing to still watch Rick and Morty. Yeah.
I've current with Rick and Morty. I've
Oh my
been
god.
current with Rick and Morty ever since 2020, bro. And it's womp womp indeed. Like this season of Rick and Morty, I'm just kind of like, bro, what are we even doing? Like, end it. Like, I really do feel like it's becoming a Simpsons thing where they're just gonna keep pumping this shit out, and it's like they're gonna bring
Mhm.
on like new writers, and it's gonna go. I think Rick and Morty is gonna happen like the same way that Family Guy and The Simpsons is gonna go, because like
I hope not.
they had their moment of like peak animation and creative consistency, and now they're just gonna
Mhm.
start like riffing. You know what I'm saying? Like they're gonna riff for like
Sure.
3 seasons, and it's gonna get to a point where they're like gonna have like just bring in new talent to get
Mhm.
good at writing this type
Yeah.
of particular type of comedy. Because like, you know, if you look at like the people that like worked on The Simpsons, like you're seeing people that like those people that worked on The Simpsons go on to like work on other TV shows and other movies, and like
Well, yeah.
that's like a training ground. So I feel like Rick and Morty might be becoming like a training ground for like new
Yeah.
comedy writers, but like at the
Mhm.
same time, I'm just like, guys, please. I didn't even watch the intro crawl. Like I'm just like I'm skipping right into the meat of the episode, and like they're dropping 3 episodes at a time. Like Vox chat, we're gonna talk about Vox Machina. We're gonna talk about it, but we're not gonna talk about it right now.
Oh,
But
yeah.
they were dropping it, and the new episode they brought back Evil Morty, and basically they're like Evil Morty and Rick have been hanging out, and now regular Morty is like jealous, and I'm like, chat,
Huh?
is this all we got for episode 1? And
You
basically,
know what?
and
You know
it's
what I heard
go ahead.
recently?
Yeah.
Recently I heard, I forget where I heard this from, but like what you were talking about with The Simpsons, and I even think about it with SpongeBob too.
Yes.
It's like it's like the SpongeBob series that we grew up with, like seasons 1 through 5 ish.
Yeah.
That was someone that was really devoted to creating what SpongeBob was made to be because he was a marine biologist
Yes.
and was very inspired by that. And, same thing with Simpsons. But then as time goes on, the shows are being created by people who grew up watching it and are
Yes.
trying to replicate the magic, but it's not coming across the same. You know what
Yeah.
I mean? And I heard that and I was like, yeah, I totally feel like after thinking about it, I don't know if you've been seeing clips of any of the newest SpongeBob,
Oh, it's terrible.
but it's terrible. But also there's something really weird about it because there's like I keep seeing like crazy out of pocket clips.
Yeah,
And
where it's
I'm
like
just like and I'm just
super.
like, well, and I'm like, would Steven Hillenberg really like I don't think he would like get with the program here.
There's some body horror going on in SpongeBob that I don't think anyone's really
Yes.
prepared
And
for.
also, not just that, but there's like some weird adult stuff too. There,
Yeah.
like, I was looking on TikTok one time and I don't know if you've seen it, but there is this crazy ass clip that there's two actually. There was
Mhm.
two. One's crazier than the other. The first one, the craziest, is this lady fish, and she's shaking her hips, and it's clear that she's voluptuous. And
Oh.
Plankton is staring, sweating, and his mouth is a real life mouth, licking his lips, and he's sweating. And
Bro!
I'm like, brother, we lost the plot.
Bro!
No, Ben. No,
Chat.
Ben. You got to see this clip because
Chat, I
it
don't
was
want to
so
watch it.
crazy.
Chat, I don't want to
No,
watch it.
it's so no. You have to because I saw that clip and I was like,
Chat, that made my
brother.
heart sink.
I was like, what are we doing? I'm gonna find it for you right
Okay,
now.
this is the thing. This is the thing. I don't give a fuck what we're. I don't think anyone's looking. I don't. How are they getting money to keep making it? That's my thing.
I don't know. No,
Where's the money coming from?
Actually, I do know.
Where?
The
APAC?
spin-off show.
Oh,
The
no.
spin. I mean, yes, but I mean, they're still making toys and stuff, but it's mostly
The
just
movies.
all these.
Can I say this? The movies of SpongeBob are more true to the vibes of SpongeBob than actual TV SpongeBob.
You cannot tell me that the recent movies that have been coming out are SpongeBob.
Okay, I haven't
Like
watched the movies, but
I
I have been like very much
okay, I
been
just sent
watching.
it to you.
I've been very much watching the.
Sorry, Susie.
I just washed my legs and I can't
Yeah,
do
no.
a thing with
Just
them.
watch this clip for a
What?
moment.
I'm watching it. Wait, hold on. Visit site. Okay, I'm putting it up.
Sorry, Susie.
I just washed my legs and I can't do a thing with them.
Legs ain't your problem, honey. If you want a tango, you gotta learn to dance with your hips.
With my lips. This isn't working.
Bro. This is
Crazy, isn't it? Crazy.
with my lips.
And then
I'm like,
there's another one. I'm
why
not
is
gonna
it-
send this to you.
the fish is
but
tan
there's
as fuck. It's giving Shakira.
I don't know,
Is
but
this-
there's another clip.
Wasn't
where,
Ice Spice in SpongeBob?
Yes, that's where the big guy comes from.
Oh my
It
god.
from the movie.
Yeah. Oh, okay,
But
never mind.
there's But there's another clip where I don't know the plot of this one, but Squidward is sort of like in like an Elton John-esque like glasses and sparkly jumpsuit number,
Chat,
and he, and,
if go ahead.
and he opens the door
Hmm.
and he goes, "Step out of the way, biatch," or something like that. And I was like, brother, why are we doing this?
Chat, the day
Why is
that
he
we give
almost cursing?
the day that we give Squidward drip, we've lost the plot. That motherfucker's
Yeah,
supposed to be a burnt out 26-year-old. We've lost the plot. Okay.
yeah, no, it was crazy.
Oh my god. Vox Machina season 4 I've watched in completion.
I haven't finished it. I have not finished it.
Oh, where are you?
I think I should be on the last. I think I'm on the last episode
Oh, it's
because
so gas.
because we just spoiler we just Colin
Yeah.
and I
Anyone that's
Vec-
listening,
yeah
big
yeah
spoiler, spoiler. I've watched all of it. She's caught up. Either way,
most
go.
of it, yeah, but basically Vecna.
Mm-hmm.
Okay, it's the whispered, yeah, it's Vecna. Okay, so Vecna was killed in the other plane,
Yes.
and then they came back to Exandra.
Yes.
And then Vecna comes back and he was like, "Yeah, you dumb bitches. This was actually my plan all along, because did you know that you actually have to die to become a god,
Yeah.
to be a lich king?
Like,
So anyway, either bow down to me or I'm
I'm
killing
you.
Vex.
Which is
I'm gonna kill Vex first and then kill the rest.
Which
And
is,
then of course because Keyleth she's been having this thing. Which,
the prophecy.
look, I played D&D. I get it. So I'm not gonna be like Keyleth. No. I get it. But Keyleth during the season has been like protecting Vax
Yes.
from his blight, or at least trying to find ways to mitigate the Raven Queen's
Influence
influence
fate.
and the fate. But she's like, I'm gonna bow because that's my man, and yeah, I want to make sure he's safe. And everyone else is like, I mean, what do we do here in a situation, right?
Yeah, you're
So
looking
they
at
bow.
a literal god, and
And then, of course, because Colin and I have played D&D both as player and DM, and also Colin he's a Critical Role nut, so he knows. And I always look over to him and ask him, like, did this actually happen in the campaign and stuff? And I see everyone's kneeling, and I'm like, Colin, this motherfucker's gonna say no. He's gonna get blasted anyway. And sure enough, he spits in Vecna's face and he gets blasted. And I was like, and the problem with that, ladies and gentlemen, is that's a permadeath you cannot revive because out of the D&D rules, a spell such as Vecna's spell that zaps your soul away from any plane of existence. That is like, you are gone.
cooked.
So you cooked. Not even the Raven Queen can help you with that.
bro,
And I don't even know what happens yet.
the thing
But
is,
I was like, bruh, he's cooked.
at the beginning of the season, I thought it was just gonna be a little like, oh, this is season 4. This is an epilogue. Like, this is gonna be the boys get back together for one last heist, and it's gonna be funny. This is not a funny one last romp. This is like, oh, we're gonna kill off a lot of PCs for no reason. And I was like, oh, because it
wasn't killing off for no reason, because
well,
from
no
what
reason, but like,
no, I know what you mean.
yeah,
But from what I knew, from what Colin knew, like these things, and I mean, we've all played D&D before.
yes,
This shit happens because the character dynamics, with every table, there's always going to be that piece of shit, and Vax is a piece of shit that when it comes time to realizing, even though we are level 20, we just came out of like a 3-phase fight.
Yes.
And we happened to make probably, I don't know his challenge rating, but like a level, like a challenge rating 30 Lich God.
Yeah.
And we got rid of all of our spells. We had boons. Hell, Vax doesn't have a deity anymore. So he's just zipped down to probably like level 10 or some shit like that. So
Yeah.
it's like, if I were me, I would have knelt down too. Because look, bruh, I was like, look, it's either you can kneel and then you can come back together, get all your allies together, or you're gonna bite the dust and you're never, ever going to come back. No chance in hell you're coming back.
Chat, can we imagine being one of those guys that are getting rounded up by the cultists, and you see the goats of the realm just take a knee to an elder god, and you're like, fuck these guys. Like, that has to be the most depressing live stream.
No, for real. I mean,
Bro.
I don't, like I said, I haven't seen the Critical Role campaign, but I've played a campaign before where my character has died, or I've had a loved one very close to death. And I'm like, I get their motivations and stuff. And I was just like, man, these dumb fucks. I would have done shit way different. My group would have done things way differently than Vox Machina did. Because I was like, this is very fishy.
This is very
fishy.
Like, and I honestly, I'm kind of glad that Darrington is like not in the plot anymore, because
oh my god,
so annoying.
Yeah, I was telling Colin, I was like, so is this Sam's version of, he still wants to play, but Scanlan has his own motivation, so reasonably he needs to get another character. And he's like, pretty much, yeah.
No,
and I was like,
guess what? That's not even Sam's character. It's being played by, it's being voiced by.
But in the campaign, that is Sam's character. But
okay.
in the show, it's played by someone else.
It's it's
I don't know
Brady.
who is
It's
playing.
Wayne Brady.
Yeah. But I mean, because I was like, again, as a DM and a player, I was like, that's always the hardest thing, because if you've seen the other seasons of Vox Machina, and I've had a character in like a personal campaign where I saw Scanlan and I was like, he's going to leave at some point.
Yeah,
because
Scanlan,
because the dynamics that are going on is very not in his favor, and there is things that he wants to do that doesn't align with the group. And I was like, the problem is, as a DM, you have to figure out how to keep your party together. And if you want to depart but still play, you need to find a way to get that other player in. And I was like, okay, but I was going into this season just being like, okay, how is Sam going to come back into the story now that Scanlan is out for the time being? And, most likely will be, because I don't know the campaign, because Scanlan has this whole thing that I totally get as a player and a DM, that I'm like, no, that's his character story. That's what he's driven to do. And if he has these role-playing conversations with the group that he feels a certain way that he does not align, then Sam will need to figure out a way to come back in. And I was like, okay, cool. I don't know who Darrington is, but we'll see. And then when Darrington came in, I was like, brother.
I had a character. I was doing a Glaring Hearts campaign, and we were doing college setting, where all of our characters were like in college, and my character was like this emo, semi-depressed engineering major, and I think I got to a point where my
Well,
character just,
I-
yeah, he's like, so like his like magical girl transformation was like a black jumpsuit electric type. It's basically Static Shock, but like with like a Russian Armenian tracksuit aesthetic, you know. And he drove like a cyber Tesla truck, you know.
Mhm.
So
Mhm.
I think I got to a point where my character was like so freaked out by all this shit that's going on that he kind of just like became a shut-in. And that
Sure.
was my way of like quitting the campaign because like I was just like, I don't want to do it anymore. There's something
Sure.
about D&D over Discord that is simultaneously like rewarding, but also simultaneously can suck the life out of the game if not properly accounted for, you know.
Yeah, I think I agree to that. I mean, I've been doing D&D over Discord for the last God knows how long, and there's some times when, it feels better just to do D&D in person,
Yeah.
but you can't because all your friends are all over the place.
Yeah. I feel like D&D online worked if there's like a visual element that people are interacting with, and like
Sort of like Roll20,
roll
like
20,
that.
or like a little bit like my
yeah.
bitch ass is like, what if we could like do a Kahoot? Like, you know what I'm saying? Like, or like something that I could like physically do while someone else is like taking their turn, because like the
Okay, iPad child,
I am an
iPad kid.
I am an iPad kid because like what is stopping me from like, not for nothing, I'm gonna pull up a different tab. Like, chat, I'm pulling up a different tab and you can't stop me, and I will ruin like the immersion for myself because I'm looking at
I
Amazon.
was just about to say, you're ruining the immersion. What if they're talking about lore that, I don't know, you needed to know?
Chat, that's ruining the immersion. I'm looking at Amazon bookcases while we're talking
Oh
about
my
lore details,
god.
and then I'm gonna be like, huh? And that's kind of why I quit my last campaign, because it was like people were taking upwards to 20 minutes for their turn, and I'm just like, bro, I've done like 4 things, and some people are being really indulgent with their role play, and that's awesome, but chat,
Well, I think you just need to find the right group though, because like for me personally, the group that I've been playing with, they are some of them are really interested in role play,
Yeah.
some of us are not,
yeah,
and Colin the DM has that's the DM's job to really hone that in.
yeah,
So I'm very sorry that you've had that experience, but I would probably say that the DM should have intervened.
yeah, chat is real.
Yeah, no.
Pacing is
Yeah.
the one thing that can make or break people.
Other than scheduling.
There's like several different extinction events that your campaign can have, but if you get past the scheduling extinction event, then you have a higher survival rate than most campaigns. Like, I think the second extinction rate after scheduling is like the group creep. Like, if there's a creep in your group, that's an extinction event.
Sure. Yes.
But it really depends on who's in your campaign. Anyway, let's get to dopamine.
Like it, hate it.
Chat. Okay, here we go, chat. This is dopamines. These are 2 dopes that you like, things that are going great in your life, or just something in pop culture. And there's a mean, something that you absolutely have to shit on, because I'm gonna be honest, we need a place to shit on things, and If we don't have a place to shit on things, then everyone's just gonna be toxically positive all the fucking time, and it's annoying. So, 2 things that are great, and 1 things you absolutely have to take a shit on.
Mm.
All right, who wants to start?
Okay. So, I have this awesome Berserk tattoo that I've been working on since December, and I finished it I think I finished the last bit in May, like the last weekend of May. And then
Hell yeah.
I was blessed to see that we got a new chapter of Berserk 2 weeks ago. We're getting I think we're getting 2 more chapters, and then that's it for the year. And I read it, and I was very happy
Yes.
with how the chapter went. However, it made new questions, and it questioned whether or not my tattoo is good or not.
Oh no.
Because now I think my tattoo has a new meaning.
Oh no.
And however, here's the thing. I think it's a good. I think it's good.
Yes.
It's a good path, meaning. But I think the meaning has definitely changed now that this chapter came out, because it was a clusterfuck of a chapter.
Absolutely.
But yeah, no, Berserk has been really good. And I don't know if you saw the recent news, but JoJo Fridays is back.
Oh, like anime or
Yes.
manga? Okay.
Yeah. JoJo Friday will be back, I think, September 11th, because they just announced stage 2 and 3 of Steel Ball Run.
Hell yeah.
So that's both a good and a bad thing, because they really fucked us over. Really fucked us over with giving us the tiny ass bit and then just ghosted everyone, saying, "We forgot to give you a season." And everyone was like, "Hey, Netflix, what the literal fuck? What do you mean you're still working on it? It's supposed to be, a seasonal anime."
Yeah.
And then, and then one more bad. I don't know if I.
No.
I think my one more bad is that I have to finish Code Geass, but I'm not thrilled about it.
That's real.
Because I don't think I've digested the thought elevator yet.
You could always watch a lore video about it.
No, I'm going to commit and watch it. Watch the last 3 episodes, but I'm just not looking forward to it.
I think you're going to have a great time, because this motherfucker does lose his mind. Like, it's such
really?
It's
really?
he's in a bad place, bruv. Bruv, he's not doing great, bruv.
And you know who else isn't doing great?
Yeah.
Guts. He is also in a very terrible place. I was telling Colin, I was like, "Brother, I gotta tell you, it's not as bad as the eclipse, but Guts is going through an eclipse right now with a mind. It is I feel really bad for him, but Guts is going through it right now."
I'm gonna show you a video that I think both of those guys could benefit from right now. Okay, here we go.
I agree. Yeah. However, I don't want Guts nowhere near Griffith. That's the problem. I want him nowhere near Griffith.
For real.
Nowhere.
Okay, spoiler for people that like Berserk. Does Griffin die during the apocalypse, or is he still around?
No. No, he's alive.
Oh.
He's femtone now.
What?
Did you not? Oh, you said you.
I have the first volume of Berserk, and I have not cracked that bad boy Bad Boy open at all.
So you're like, you know nothing about
I know
Berserk.
nothing. I just know aura farming
Okay.
videos off of TikTok.
Wait a minute. Then why did you ask if Griffith is still alive if you don't know shit about? You just know the name and you're like, yeah, is he alive or dead?
Yeah, truly.
Confirm.
That's confirmed. Did we get Bin Laden? Guys, is Bin Laden still alive?
Well-
or dead?
Well, yeah, it's
It's complicated.
kind of complicated. It's kind of complicated to tell you who's never read Berserk or participated in Berserk lore versus someone who is caught up to the manga.
Okay, we will put a pin in that, and
Yeah.
we'll come back
now,
to
for
that.
now,
For now.
Griffith is alive. Guts is alive.
Yeah.
Casca is alive. That's all you know
Fair enough.
because you don't know the other characters.
Heck yeah. For my dopamine, I'm gonna play this song again because this song has entered my recommended poll, and I have been like blasting this in my car rides while I like scream in my car about money, like like this brings joy to my life in ways that I can't express.
It's giving. It's always sunny in Philly.
Yes, extremely. Like, it's just like, Frank, what do you mean we're gonna have to get doctors? Like, I don't know, Frank. Like, it's like I really enjoy the state of like comedy right now, because it's not. I'm not gonna say it's abysmal. Like big comedy, big alternative comedy is taking a big ass break because we don't have the boys that made Nirvana the band, the movie, the show, Nirvana the band, the show, the movie have just finished their media tour for the new movie that they dropped late last year, which was a phenomenal film, phenomenal indie Toronto movie about boys that love boys that love music but don't play in a band for real, but they basically end up doing the entire plot of Back to the Future, to try and get a show at a local Canadian venue called the Ripley. I really love that movie. I bought it on YouTube so I can watch it all the time, and I've watched it like 3 or 4 times since buying it. So,
oh, that's great.
It's very good. And they also like film at Jake's Manor if you are if you are interested in watching something. My second dopamine, besides that song and Nirvana the band and the state of comedy overall, I would have to say, I think my time, like, I'm kind of having more time to do comedy and more stuff like this. So I'm yay, I have more time in my life to do things I enjoy, but also at the same time I'm gonna attach it to a thing. Actually, you know what, I'm gonna be a socialist about it, and I'm not gonna attach the dope stuff to material goods. So I will say that having more time is a good queso. Fuck. Okay, if I had to attach it to a media thing, queso is a Japanese skating show where skateboarders they skate and perform on man-made obstacle courses, and it is the most entertaining thing that I have seen in a while when it comes to professional skateboarding besides the Olympics and the X Games. And I really like it, and it's a great way to burn an hour at a boring ass job for money. It's a really fun time. It's a fun time, and I think everyone should watch Queso. Even if you don't like skateboarding, I think you'll enjoy it. The thing that blows is that when I'm getting in my car, like, I press that start button, usually it's like right, but now it's going and like the last three times I've started my car, it gives me a and it's getting a little bit longer each time, and I'm just like, bro, please.
Not good, not good.
Like they did do a national recall on the battery of my car, and I was like, I'll get around to
serious?
Chad.
Oh.
I did put that off, and that's my fault. It is my fault for putting it off. So starting next week, I am gonna go and get that shit done before it goes and I'm stranded somewhere.
Yeah.
Okay, fun story. I was hooking up with a girl, and we were hooking up in my car, and my car was idling, and the battery died while we were making out in the back seat, and I was like, and this was like, this was in like the dead of winter.
Are you serious?
Yeah.
Man, really? Oh my god.
Yeah, but she was super chill about it. We went to go get like a jumper cable and everything, and we went in her car and we talked, and then we came back and kept making out. So, W day, W day, we win. So, bum, and that's the pod. I guess so. That's the pod. We're done. I'm going to. Do you want to say anything else to our listener?
Thanks for listening.
Thanks for listening. Hell yeah. Okay, 3, 2, 1.